Yo, what's up, everybody? Tip Tick Podcast back at it. Episode 51. You're probably asking yourself two questions. One, why are we in a pink room? We're going to answer that real quick. Two, where did you get these cool sweaters, Brett? But we'll answer that too as well. Check out Mind and Soul on Instagram. Our boy Miguel released his clothing line about, like a week and a half ago. Go check him out. He's going to drop some awesome stuff. Get yourself one, like I said before. But anyways, again, we have someone awesome here, obviously, in the studio, the pink studio. She was on a previous episode before. You can check that out on all our all major streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you know the biz, even on YouTube. We have Milca, a.k.a. Trippy Barber. We're back. We're back.
I'm here.
We are in your lair.
Yeah.
Right?
Dude, so, I mean, it's been a crazy year. And I think the last time we talked, I think this is going to be kind of like a to-be continued session from when we came back. But before, we're going to, toast it up for we're here, we're good.
Touch tips.
We have all our, limbs.
No mask.
No mask.
White claw, no
laws. We're taking precautions, so we're good.
Yeah.
So, don't tell somebody.
CGI-ing our masks.
Snitch.
Yeah. But anyways, no, it's been a while, and we definitely want to talk to you just to talk and just get an update of what's been going on your side of the fence to where, adapting to this whole situation, this whole crazy Rona, right? I mean, how you been? I mean, how are you today?
Well, I mean, it's just trying to go day by day right now. COVID kind of just sucks, but definitely not trying to let that get in the way from doing more. I mean, it's making things harder, but I mean, it's not impossible. So
okay.
Do you think that in a way it makes you more agile and more strong and just more ready for all the shit that comes in an entrepreneur's way?
Definitely. I feel like, we had to close for 3 months. So that's never happened before. And that's honestly the biggest struggle that I've ever had to deal with.
For sure.
So, I mean, if I was able to get through that, I feel like everything else isn't too bad. It's bad, but it's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's crazy because you're saying that, this is what I love. You're so humble.
Yeah. So just chill about it. You're rolling with the punches pretty much.
A baby, family,
yeah,
business, commitments, and you went through all of that and still were able to overcome.
I mean, it's got no choice, Sometimes you just got to think about it. It's like, well, what am I going to do? Cry about it?
For sure.
Gotta do it.
I think it just took a toll on a lot of people. And I mean, you hear these stories, with people losing their jobs, businesses. I mean, you hear all the negative, and of course, they're going to always put that in the news and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But when personal, people that close within the circle, it's I always told Brett, and we always talked, aside off the podcast, if there was anything we could do to help you, we were going to help you out. You know what I'm saying? Because you helped us and supported us to where we wanted, if there's anything that we could do just to help, holler, But it's good to see you rode that wave, and here we are. And one thing we definitely want to bring up is the fact that you opened up this beautiful salon, and we want to congratulate you and say, dude, we need to applaud that. So I think we just need to give a round of applause with that right there for opening, a salon during the pandemic and coming up on top, because that speaks volumes. Because I think it's like a risk or reward, So it's definitely awesome, and people need to acknowledge that. So we definitely want to let you know, congrats, and I hope success,
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, honestly, it's been tough for sure. I mean, there's a lot of things people don't know that we have gone through as a family. So for one, even though we opened this up, I still had some falls. And one of those things that a lot of people don't know, we lost our card. Because of COVID, we weren't able to do the payments on the car, and we lost it. They repoed our car.
What the? Whoa.
Because we went several months without paying because me and my husband were jobless and we couldn't pay for it.
Oh,
and
damn.
They repoed our car. So, even though we have good things happening to us, there was these little, shitty things happening to us as well. But, I try not to let that get to me because it sucks.
Oh, yeah.
We lost our
for
car.
sure.
Sucks,
For sure. No, definitely.
I mean, it could have been worse is what I say.
Yeah.
It could have definitely been worse.
And I do remember one time that you posted up on your story on IG that your car got broken into as well. That shit was wild. And it was 3 times in a week. I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on?
I was getting my hair cut when that shit happened. I was, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Like in the midst of you getting
Like,
a haircut?
hey, hold on real quick. And then I'm like, I mean, it happened so quick. I was literally confused about what was happening.
I was like, wait,
Holy
like,
crap.
hold on. I need to go outside real quick. I go outside and my car window was broken.
Holy
So like,
fuck.
let me even like honestly, the fact that this car got repoed, low key, was a blessing.
It was like a blessing in disguise.
Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Let me tell you why. So
Oh, damn. Okay, let's hear it.
that car is a 2018, a Hyundai Elantra. So we had it for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Less than 2 years. 6 months into having that car, someone crashes into my husband. Then we get it fixed. A year after having that car, someone crashes into me. And we went a little while without fixing it because this person had no insurance. So
The worst of the worst.
In there.
we were just driving the car around, kind of beat up. I mean, no, it's pretty beat up actually. But then a year and a half into owning that car, what happened?
Broke
My husband took the car to work, and in the area that he was at in Seattle, I guess it's like sketchy. It's like Aurora, right? Like Avenue area.
It's down in the hood right
Yeah,
there, man.
so it was in the hood. And I mean, who knew that like you couldn't just leave your stuff laying around at work? So I guess some homeless guy,
Of course.
like crackhead, decided to roam in the job site, acting like he worked there, and then just swiped his keys. He got off
dude.
work. No, he was going on lunch break, and he walks out, and he's just like, "Where's my car?"
Oh, dude, that's like the worst
He's like,
thing I had to
"Dude,
happen
where's my
before.
car?"
Like the movie.
So yeah, so we make a police report. The car is gone. It was found the next day, pretty close by like where the homeless people kick it, like homeless camp, in a ditch. So
So you just want a joyride, or did they steal anything from it, or?
yeah, they took all his work tools. So
Damn, that's money too, right there, man. That's crazy.
Wow.
and then maybe like a week after that, well, not only that, we had to pay to get it out of the impound when the police found it. So we paid like a shit ton of money just to get it out.
How much did that cost?
It was like $600.
Jeez.
And then right after that, maybe like a few days after getting it out of the impound, I'm driving to work, and literally at the light, like the light right before getting here, some lady rear ends me, breaks the bumper, and get this, the car had just gotten fixed.
Dude, I think it was meant to be for that car to just go away. That's just
Yeah.
Have it.
So now we have a broken bumper, obviously, and then I come here and I park it at work. And for some reason, my like husband, we went out that night. I left the car here overnight, come back, and the window's broken.
No.
Just life's valuable
And
lessons.
then I fixed the window, paid $200 to fix the window, just so that a week later our car can get repoed.
Wow. Could have saved that money.
Yeah.
Literally.
So $600 to get it out of the impound, $200 to fix the window. The tabs were expired, so I had recently even paid for the tabs.
I just got pulled over for that too. Actually, not too long ago. I got pulled over for my tabs being expired since of last year in May. I'm
How
like,
are they even
oops.
trying to pull people over for expired tabs?
I know.
during
It's
a-
like the lamest thing. It's like,
Pandemic,
dude,
yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
I don't know, but I get it.
But
Lame.
when I was posting this on social media, a lot of people were like, "You need a limpia. You need a egg cracked on you or
Cleansing,
something."
right? That's
like
what they call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cleansing.
So like,
Yeah.
people are like, "You need to sage that car." I'm just like, I just need to get rid of it.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah. Do away with the evil spirit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no shit. Get it out of here. Holy wow, I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
I knew about the.
I mean, just right off the bat,
I didn't
that
know it
car
had
was
history.
Just bad,
The car had some baggage.
It was a brand new car. It's like, who the hell did like witchcraft on the car? Like someone
Yeah.
did something to that car.
I think maybe it's just time to upgrade. So they say, nah, I'm just gonna go for something
I
better
bet
down the
you.
road.
I bet you it was. I bet somebody had like one of those voodoo dolls, but it was a car. There goes a
Right.
bumper.
Tire.
Hey,
Damn.
I'll tell you. Okay, so I've been in that same situation in Washington. I've never seen so many uninsured motorists in my life than I have in Washington. I was at a light, a stoplight, and there was this big Dodge truck in front of me, right? And he is stopped at the stoplight. I noticed him, he's in the crosswalk, and I'm like, he's okay. Well, he decides to kick it in reverse. My daughter's with me, and I'm like, oh shit, he's coming into us. He's reversing into us. And then, so I'm like trying to, I couldn't switch my car at all. And then he ends up going just right on my hood. And so my daughter, she's freaking out, and he finally, he stops, he gets out, and I'm like, bro, what is up with this? And he's like, yeah, I don't have insurance.
Dude, that's like the worst, man.
And I was like, why would you do this? Why would you do this? So anyway, I had, luckily I had insurance, but I had to take it in right up the road here. Another thing with Everett, I will tell you, every single friend that I have that lives in Everett gets their car broken into. I have heard of so many broken windows. That's a thing.
Definitely.
No, but it's aside from that though. I mean, we want to talk to the positive side. So let's talk about just what you opened up not too long ago too, and then the process behind that, and just you taking that risk to really, follow through with it. Because when I got my haircut with you a couple times, you would talk about it. You were kind of like in the middle, like if you wanted to proceed with it or not. But what made you like say, "Fuck it, let's just roll with it and open up another salon"?
That was it.
That was it. The car.
Fuck it.
Fuck
No.
it. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Straight to the point.
It was that was it. That was literally it. It was just a fuck it moment. It's just why not? Just do it,
Damn, just like Nike.
Like one thing my mom always says, if you failed, at least you tried.
For sure. That's true shit.
So
Yep. I see that all the time too about people, like all those inspirational quotes.
yeah. So I live by those words. Everyone knows that.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. That's literally what I say for everything.
Dude, that is amazing. That is amazing.
But yeah, it's
Fuck it.
right here actually used to be a tattoo shop. It was
Yes, we do remember. Yep.
Unknown Tattoo. They moved to Snohomish.
Mm-hmm.
So but right before he told the landlord that he was gonna leave, he actually texted me and he's like, "Hey, I'm leaving, but right before I tell the landlord, I just want to let you know that I'm leaving, out of in case you just want to want this spot." And I'm like,
wow,
why would he think I want this spot? But low key, I did. So
Yeah.
I'm I'm kind of glad he reached out to me.
Yeah.
It was super weird. It was out of nowhere.
It was like he could almost just understand the signal.
It's like a sign at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, and that's what my friend says. She's like, it was a sign. It opportunity just fell onto your
It just
lap.
presented itself right there. Yeah.
But he is just like, I'm gonna tell him on Friday. So I'll text you right when I tell him, and if you want it, call him right away and tell him that you want it.
Okay.
So I was like, all right. So I had a few days to really contemplate on if I really wanted it, and I was weighing out the pros and cons, and I was just freaking myself out a lot, and I'm thinking super negative that it was gonna not go very well, especially because we're in the middle of a pandemic.
Oh,
I wasn't
sure.
even out. Oh, I wasn't even working yet. I was still out of a job.
Oh, wow.
We were me and my husband, we were just thinking about it, weighing the pros and cons and stuff. And he was kind of pushing towards, my motto, fuck it.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
That's a supporter right there.
exactly. He's just like, he told me, he reminded me, the whole, what my mom always tells me too. He reminded me about it too. He's just like, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you, when I'm getting my hair cut, we talk, and you talk about your husband a lot, and you guys just have a really good partnership too, and what I loved about it is you were talking about opening this shop, and you're just like, this is my vision, and I just tell him what to do. And he does it.
That's how it works. That's pretty much how it works.
What was your vision? What was your vision when you came in here? What did you see?
I just want it's salon, you know, like
Yeah.
I wanted it to be the girliest thing possible, like just girly,
Pink,
Pink.
but
pink fur,
pink everything.
pink.
Pink Eskimo fur right here.
Right.
And she killed this polar bear herself.
Bare hands. That's it.
We wrestled a little bit, you know. But one thing though for sure that I wanted is that when people came in here, I wanted them to think it's Instagrammable.
Yeah,
So, like-
I like that.
Okay.
I wanted them to lean towards wanting to take a selfie in here
Oh, that's.
and take pictures in here because it looks cute.
I mean, we already took like 3 selfies like right off the jump
I
before
already
it started,
did.
right?
I
So-
already did. I'm gonna post it.
So yeah, I mean, and it's worked out a lot. Every time someone comes in here, they're like, "Wow, like it's so
Okay.
cute in here.
Wow.
It's adorable in here." I'm like, "That's exactly what I wanted."
Yeah. No,
I
it
want
looks-
people to come in here and feel like cute and bubbly inside, and look in here and like it's cute in here, you know? Like I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
And you know, I love Hello Kitty, so
Oh.
pink is just reminds me a lot of Hello Kitty too, and Hello Kitty's cute. All us women and girls know that Hello Kitty's adorable.
That's
No, it does give off that vibe though. It is very pink.
Yep. I am. I'm saying this right now because we're here and it can't be erased. My wife was supposed to be here, but we have a hell of a snowstorm.
Yeah.
Up in here, and like you know, we thought you were here. We thought that like you had just been working all day, so
Yeah.
we wouldn't have made you like travel here had we known, because the roads are shit.
Yeah, it's bad. It's
There's
bad out there.
Cars going everywhere. How was your ride in, by the way? Did you guys?
No, it wasn't too. I live like 3 miles away,
Oh, okay.
and we have a truck, so it wasn't too bad.
Cool. Okay.
And my husband is a great driver, so yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Obviously I didn't drive because we would have all died.
Well, I pumped the speed up a little bit on Evergreen Way, so I was getting
Going 50, no big, you know, right?
No big, but that much snow out there, it kind of pulls you into the curb a little bit. So I had to get off the brake a little bit. But anyway, but my wife, she wanted to come down here. She wanted to meet you because you know I've talked about getting my hair cut, and then I told her that like, hey, I'll be next door getting my shit done. And you can come over here and get your shit done.
Shoot, she wanted to meet me. I want to meet her.
Yeah, and so when we aren't dealing with a blizzard, I want her to meet you because you are just so funny. You just have such a good personality. You're funny as hell, and I really think she'd like you. So I want her to come in. You guys take your pictures, do your thing, and then
That would
you know
be nice.
she will love to feel like a girl
Oh
in here.
yes, that's exactly what I want.
Awesome.
So what is one thing right off the rip that you obviously went from you cut hair and all that. You're doing actually now what they call microblading.
Yeah.
So kind of give the people just a little gist of like what it entails and all that.
Well,
People that don't know.
microblading is permanent makeup, so it's for the eyebrows. So unlike tradition or tattooing, it's more like traditional tattooing in a way, in a sense. So you're not using a machine; you're using like this little pen-like thing where it has little needles at the end,
Okay.
and you dip it in ink, and then you just like do little strokes onto the eyebrow to make hair-like strokes.
Okay.
So it gives it a really natural effect on the eyebrows.
So it's pretty much goes in hand in hand because you like to draw too, right?
I
so
do.
it's almost kind of like resembles, right? Like in a way where it fits pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dope. Yeah. I thought it was cool that you're actually just going into different things. And aside from like, you know, was that did that happen during the shutdown of everything? Did you kind of think of that while, you know, we were all kind of quarantined and all that?
No, it was one of those fuck it moments.
I don't know how to microblade. Say fuck it. Okay. I respect it.
was,
No, that's honest
I was opening a
response.
salon and I was talking to a friend.
Yeah.
Her name is Roxanne. She owns a Culture Barber Studio in Linwood. And it was just like a thought that I had. And I was just like, I don't know, I'm about to open a salon. I'm like maybe thinking of offering microblading. And right away, she's like, I know just the person. And it's Belma from Royal Brow Studio
Okay.
in Linwood as well. And she sends me a link. She sends me her info. And she's like, and she has a class next month. And she put me on the spot.
Wow.
Oh, damn. Okay.
She literally put me on the spot. So I was like, oh, shit. Like,
Oh, so-
she got me. So that same day, I messaged Belma and I signed up.
Oh, damn. Okay. So it just happened instantaneously. You were talking about it, and she mentioned there was a class. Like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, oh well, yeah, just.
So
why not?
how was that aside from like cutting hair? Was it such a huge transition to where like maybe the day that the class arrived and all that to do that, was it kind of difficult for you to adapt to that, or was it more of just I'm willing to learn, I'm just gonna get this down?
So luckily the course is pretty short. Definitely had to take a whole weekend off of work.
Okay.
But so theory was those 3 weeks that I went into her classroom to learn the basics and the theory of microblading. And then after that, she says that we can go in whenever we want when we make time, and we can shadow her and learn and ask more questions. So
Okay.
she's been very helpful.
Okay.
What is the theory? Like, what is the history of it?
More like about the skin, about how it can affect different skin on people. Like older people, apparently the ink gets darker when you do it on them, or redheads bleed. When you microblade
Because they're
on
soulless.
I was gonna say redheads bleed. Okay, I think doesn't anybody else bleed too? Like
Take that, Ginger.
Jingji.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we're just kidding. We're kidding. We love
hope
everybody.
there
We
ain't
love
no
everybody.
gingers
Yeah,
hearing
we love
this.
everybody.
I dated a ginger once.
Oh man.
No, I didn't.
But yeah, I mean, she really got like into the
Okay.
really deep into like information about all of that. So it's
Wow.
pretty
You're
thorough.
just building your resume even more.
Yeah.
Stacking it.
I mean, honestly, what really just caught my attention too is that it makes a lot of money.
Okay,
So
cool.
I'm sorry to my clients, but if I really like microblading, I might stop cutting.
Wait. No. Don't go that far. Don't go that far now. Let's not talk like that. I'm like, where am I going to get my haircut now? You know what I'm saying? It's hard to find barber. I'm just saying, so.
I mean,
Okay, well, so what does
you know.
microblading cost then? Like,
On a session, like, yeah, a normal.
So for like the cheapest out there, usually it's like $350
oh,
a person.
How long does that take?
Appointments are from 2 to 3 hours.
Not
It's like
bad.
$100 an hour.
Not bad.
I'm done cutting hair
But
too.
if you're
We should look at my
if
brain,
you're
Brett. We should do
really
it.
good,
Hey, Brett, stick with that number 4.
if you're really good, there's people willing to pay $600. That's actually what Belma charges. She's the one that taught me.
Yeah.
She says she does like about 2 to 3 people a day.
Oh my.
Wow.
So, $1,200 to $1,800 a day would be great.
Oh, that's dude money. That is
Yeah.
money. That's crazy.
So I'm like, should I cut hair or microblade? I don't know.
So you don't think that far ahead, though. I would think about that. So let's say you're getting just booked like crazy far in advance for microblading. Would you be willing to give up the scissors and say, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna stick to this"?
If I really fell in love with microblading, maybe. I don't know. I
Okay.
mean, that's the
I
whole
mean, you
point
could
of
always pick
trying
up
it.
the shears if you ever wanted to again.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's just all up to if I really like it.
Yeah.
I feel like we're having one of our last interviewers with
I know. Right? It's like I'm giving up barbering. I'm good. I'm out. It's the last year. Hear me, dudes. Wait. Don't go that far though, please.
At least give us a good handoff to.
Yeah.
I'll make sure to teach somebody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pass on the knowledge. Okay. So
Wow,
also
that's
one
cool. That is cool.
one thing I wanted to ask too. I don't know if I saw this or if I understood this correctly. Some people get freckles too, like dotted, right? Is that true?
Yeah. People are.
You want freckles, Brett?
I have freckles. I'm Irish.
You
I'm part ginger.
Beauty
Yeah.
marks as well.
Beauty
why-
marks?
Beauty marks.
Ooh,
Yeah.
like on the lip.
Or, or by the eye. Yeah.
What?
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Times are changing. That's all I'll say, man. That's crazy.
I know.
Well, that's
I
wild.
like it.
And then also another service that your salon provides is what is it called? Body shaping or something like that?
Body sculpting.
So what is that? Talk to us about that.
Honestly, I don't even know much about it myself.
Say, I'm just the
but-
boss, That's it.
Right. So I got this girl working in the salon that does body shaping.
Yeah.
And I mean, from what I understood when she kind of like briefly told me about it, you're like massaging the body, and I guess it breaks down the fat or something like that.
Can guys do it too?
Yeah, she actually has male clients as well. So
Just work my gut.
Yeah,
just
it's
a
right
little
here.
bit.
I need to lose a lot of weight right here.
Not so much here, not so much here.
I
More of,
honestly
right
don't
here.
know how it works, but I mean, based off of the pictures she posts of like clients, like it works. I don't
Wild.
know.
Wow.
But it's crazy how that works. It's you're also like shaping the body because she's just like massaging the body. So like women that doesn't have like much of a curve to her hips,
Yeah.
she can like make it look like you got curves.
Oh, wow.
Crazy, dude.
I don't know.
Lipo.
But it's funny because you look at, I mean, that's always the age long issue with women. Women are just always, they always admire beauty and they're always trying to figure out a way. I mean, look at the pictures from the 1800s and the dresses.
Like the tight dresses that tie the
girdles
hips
that
and
they
all that?
wore. Yeah.
Yeah.
The big umbrella dress there to make
the
their
corset.
The corsets.
Yes,
Yes,
thank you.
that's what it's
They
called.
stayed snatched.
yeah,
true.
and then you would see like what they would do to their hips and
Yeah.
all that.
Don't they remove some ribs too? Some people remove ribs and stuff
Oh
like that.
yeah,
for
they
it?
get
Marilyn Manson.
surgery. Yeah.
Dude, that is nuts, though.
Kim
dude.
Kardashian.
Ooh, shots fired. Okay.
Remember the rumor with Marilyn Manson? He removed his ribs
Yeah.
so he could suck his own.
That is wild. Oh my god.
Beginning of the internet.
No, I heard that too. I don't know if it's true, but
It
I'm
was
like,
not
damn.
true.
Is that true?
No, not true.
Fucking Marilyn Manson. That's crazy. No, it's so you're providing quite a bit, and of course the usual women's haircuts and women's coloring as well, just stuff like
Yeah.
that too, right? Dang, that's what's up.
So
Women are paying more, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dang.
Women hair color, haircuts, perms. Just got someone that's gonna be doing nails and pedicures.
Oh, dang, you're gonna have the whole,
and
just the whole
then
line.
The girl that does the body sculpting, she's also going to be doing teeth whitening and lip enhancements.
Whoa.
And then I'm going to be doing microblading.
Yo,
so
it's a
we're gonna
one-stop
have
shop
like
in
the
here.
whole shabam, you
Hey,
know?
can you do any? Can you do lip reductions? I was born with like, really big lips.
I don't know.
Real
In
talk,
high
though,
school, they called it DSL. Still don't know what that means.
Real talk though, I'm not gonna lie to you, Brad. I'm gonna tell you right now. I think I've told you this before off air, but I was reading comments on one of your videos from like the flashbacks of 90 Day Fiance, and like low key, there was like at least 5 to 6 people were saying that they hate your lips for some reason. I don't know why. I was like, yo, they're really bashing this man for his lips.
I don't know
And
what
then-
it was.
They're hating. They're hating.
So that answers the reason why you want a reduction on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now I'm self-conscious.
See what you did? Oh, that's crazy,
Fucking
man.
internet.
For real.
No, but
Internet's cruel.
it's so it's like literally a one-stop shop here. This is what it's gonna be, right?
Yeah. Just like the barbershop, we do it all. I don't want people
that's
going
crazy.
anywhere else. That's
It's
the whole
amazing. You're
point.
just like evolving right before our
Oh yeah, taking it to the next fucking level and all that. So that's what's up. No, I mean, kudos to you with that. I mean, like I said, it's a huge risk, but I mean, I feel like you're gonna be definitely successful in this too as well. And you know, like I said,
so.
us guys, we just wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
But no, that's dope. So moving on, so we were talking about how you're taking people under your wing now, and how you're gonna be kind of like you know, so to say, like a teacher teaching these up and coming barbers that you know are getting into the game as well. How's that experience with it too, with all that like bouncing out? Because now you're looking at it to where you open up another business. Now you're taking other barbers on as like to teach them. So how do you find that balance, and how is like, does it make it any difficult? Like, does it make it difficult like on a daily basis for you?
Kinda, but I mean, I gotta get used to it because I mean, there's a lot of things I want to do.
Yeah, for sure.
I did go to school to get my hours for me to take my test for instructors
Oh, okay.
for barbering. So I actually already booked my test. It's actually next month.
Oh,
so
sure, okay.
if I pass this, I'm gonna have a license to teach people to be barbers, and they'll be able to get licensed.
yes.
Damn.
So me taking people right now as like an apprentice,
Yeah.
as to say, will help me to learn how to teach people.
Yeah.
You know, because like everyone learns differently. So like taking different people and coming to my shop for me to like help them out, it's gonna help me to be able to teach different people because you know everyone learns differently. Because you know one plan I have in the future, maybe this is like in 5 to 10 years, I don't know, 15 years. I want to have my own school.
Damn.
So
and it's gonna happen.
Oh, you're already setting like the example. Like
You know
with
what?
you say
You know
it
what?
and you do it.
Because fuck it.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
That's the name of the episode. Fuck it.
Hey, by the way,
called
just so you
Fuck It.
know, Tupac on the All Eyes on Me album.
Today's anniversary. One time for Tupac.
His license plate in the cartoon is fucking.
Yeah, that should be a shirt.
I guess that's what me and Tupac have in common.
Bars.
Hey, she's the one that told Tupac to put that on the plate.
That's some G shit, man. That's some G shit. No, but that's. I mean, you're gonna achieve it. I don't think we even doubt you that you're gonna get that far. It's you say it, you do it, and achieve it.
And so with your mom, she's been super influential in your
Oh,
life.
yes.
Now, what is
sure.
she saying when she's seeing all of this
Oh,
transpire?
she's so proud of me. It's
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up, though.
it's funny because like people before they meet me, they all like they already know so much about me, and I've never even met them in my life, and it's because my mom always talks about me too.
Oh, that's all. Right? That's all it is, right there,
And
man.
like just says like my daughter does this, my daughter does that. Like I don't know, my mom.
Shout out,
She's
mom.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out,
she's
mom.
amazing. I mean, she's an immigrant from Mexico, and brought us out here. Literally, like they came from nothing. Like my parents came from absolutely nothing, and they came out here to like give us a better life. And for me, it's like, if I'm not gonna do anything, then what was the whole point of them coming out here?
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
I mean, that's one reason
speak
why
on it,
I do so much, but also just to keep myself busy. Like I like to just be busy. But she's always told me, like I said earlier, that you gotta don't be afraid to try things, because it's better to try, because later on you're gonna be contemplating on why you didn't do it,
Yeah,
I should have
for
done
sure.
this,
Yep.
I don't know why I didn't do it,
Yeah.
And she's actually owned several salons here and there throughout the years. And then she sells them, and then she opens up another one. So she's kind of like someone that just kind of passes it on. This last time that she had a salon, she had in Monroe. She had it for like 3-4 years, and I worked there with her when she had first opened. And then all of a sudden she's like, you know what? Like, I'm tired of this. I
Yeah.
don't want to own all this. It's a lot of responsibility. Like, she's like, do you want it? And I was just like, I really do. But I was like, Monroe? So we ended up just passing on the salon to somebody else, old friend of my mom's. And then I found the opportunity of opening up a barbershop right next door. And but she's always, like I said, she's always been very supportive.
Yeah.
Dope,
Are you?
that's dope.
Do you think that you'll pretty much stay in Everett, or do you think you want to go maybe down south more, Linwood, Seattle?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's more like, just, if it happens, it happens. It's, if I find something that seems like a good opportunity, I will do it.
For sure.
Because I can't really say, like, I mean, Seattle would be great, right? Who doesn't want to be in Seattle because you can charge more and blah, blah, blah. But then you got to think about how expensive it is to
Higher
get
tax too,
anything
right
out
there too, right?
Like,
Yeah.
you'll be making more, you'll be able to charge more, but then your rent and all your expenses are going to be like 3-4 times more than it is like
For sure.
everywhere else. So I don't know. For me, it's more like, just if the opportunity presents itself, I will take it. Hopefully,
For sure.
that's one thing that there's actually a book me and my husband read that I recommend for everybody is The Go-Giver.
The Go-Giver.
Go Giver.
Does
Yeah.
that sound familiar to you, Brett?
Who's the author? No.
I don't remember the author, and somebody told us about that book.
Okay.
Check it out.
Go Giver.
We read it, and one thing that really like got to me when we read that book was that when an opportunity presents itself, take it.
For sure. I think that's like a rule of thumb for everybody.
Even if it's somebody giving you an opportunity. I know a lot of us tend to like want to do things ourselves and not wanting handouts.
Yeah.
But sometimes that opportunity is someone giving it to you,
Exactly. No, for sure.
and you got to take it.
That look
Yeah.
like it's it. Go
Yes.
Giver.
Yep.
Okay, so the author Bob Berg and John David Mann.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That really stuck to me because things will always, opportunities will always present themselves in different forms. And you just got to take it.
And I think you're right. Like a lot of people, like they hesitate a little bit to where, like you said, they don't want handouts. They want to do it themselves, so they can say, you know, I built this from the ground up,
Which is fine.
Yeah, for sure. And then, but there's always going to be, like you said, once a door opens for an opportunity, you take it, you go through
Yeah.
it, you know? Because I mean, it's the unknown that scares a lot of people. But it's like you said, how do you want to live your life not knowing if you would have taken the opportunity?
But then also you got to go with your gut as well. So if your gut says no, then it's a
Just
no.
say no.
Instincts, yes.
Yeah.
There's a book also. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called The War of Art, not to be confused with The Art of War. You know The War of Art with Stephen Pressfield?
I've heard of it, yeah. Someone
Dude,
told me to read that one.
I read that one, and what he talks about, it's a situation that all of us face. All of us that want to go on our own are faced with this entity, and he says you can call it the devil, but what he calls it is resistance, is where there's the doubt, right? You can call it FUD, right? Fear, uncertainty, and whatever the D stands for. Death.
I was thinking of something else.
It's just the truly talking. But
The truly.
doubt is what the D stands for. But anyway, and so yes, I am a professional, and it's proven. You want my business card? So, anyway, but so that's the thing, is where you have to figure out a way how to overcome that resistance, and you know you've done that. But it seems like even with every new thing that comes along, there's a new set of resistance that comes along with it. Like, do I want to take on this extra building? Do I want to learn about how to microblade and how to do this and that? And you overcome that resistance every time. Most people can't.
Yeah. That's for
Don't get
sure.
me wrong. There's a lot of things that I have taken on throughout my life that I just leave like that. And like you were saying, not the War on Art.
Yeah.
So I read that book, and that book talks about how like people take on these projects or just anything, and then they leave it, you know?
Yes.
And I totally understood that book because I do that a lot, actually. I take on a lot of things, a lot of projects, a lot of hobbies. But me, like, the difference is that I don't just go in like a little bit. Like, I go all in. Like, I buy everything. And I don't like buying like, I'm going to buy the little cheap stuff just to kind of get into it. Like, no. Like, I want the good stuff.
Yep.
Like, for example, when I was younger, I was like 15, I got into doing nails. So since I would help my mom like sweep and clean the salon that she owned, she would pay me. So I would save my money, and I bought everything I needed for nails. And I went to like the professional store to buy everything I needed. I did that for a few months, and then I left it.
Yeah.
And then another thing I did, which was more like a hobby, I was making jewelry, and I really liked it. It was just fun for me because I like drawing too. So I bought a bunch of jewelry from like Michael's and Hobby Lobby, and you guys know that, like, I don't know if you guys know, but it's expensive.
Yeah.
Especially the Swarovski crystals in general. And I would love to buy those, make some nice little jewelry. I bought a bunch of stuff, and then out of nowhere, left it.
Dude. That reminds me of me and Eddie. So me and Eddie, we go back. Like, we've done some shit too.
Yeah.
We've been through silk screening classes together.
Yeah.
And then we were like, we got into this thing, we called it Vantage Point.
But it could be, I'm just saying, those things are on the back burner and can always come to fruition down the road.
Absolutely.
It's just kind of like a pause. I like to think of it as like a pause right now. Let's do something else, which what we're doing with the podcast.
Right.
Maybe down the road we can do that again. See what I'm saying?
But what you're talking about, like investing, like I have this heat press at our house that it's just been sitting there. But I'm like, oh yeah, let's just get it, and
Yeah.
let's get let's go balls deep into this thing.
Yeah.
And then
It's a good thing, but it's a bad thing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
for
it's
sure.
and that's because it's me. Like, again, like I live in that fucking moment, but at the same time, it's like maybe I shouldn't like it's okay to dive into things, but the way I've done it is not so good on my pockets. It's not a great idea because then you end up just blowing a bunch of money.
Right.
Yeah, no, for sure.
done.
For sure.
And especially like us, all three of us, we have spouses that we
Yeah.
have to be
Kids.
accountable to for. Like, honey, why did you just spend $1,000?
I bought an $800 Sony camera because I was gonna take amazing pictures.
Yeah.
Guys. Like, I was gonna get a Lightroom on the laptop. I was gonna be like a super beast photo editor,
Yeah.
and then I didn't do it. So
You were kind of describing me there.
I don't even like use the camera that much anymore. So
Have
it's
you
like,
guys heard of this thing called Dogecoin?
who has not?
I'm kidding. No, no, I'm just playing.
Hey,
We're just talking
I did
about
want to
just-
invest into that, but I was too late. I couldn't buy anything anymore.
Yeah, no. So I'm playing this prank right now. I'm trolling everybody on my Instagram account where I put $300 into it, and I did it after all the hype was there, right? And so every day, what I do is I post how much money I've lost, as a joke. And the point that I'm trying to make to people is we live in this thing where everybody wants to make a quick buck, right? And so we heard of the GameStop, and that's what started it for me was the GameStop situation where they were just trying to pump and dump. Everybody, hey, we're doing this, we're gonna run the value up, and then we're gonna pull out of it. The early people were, so then it left everybody else exposed. So I'm like, you know what? I want people who at least follow me on the social media to understand that. Okay, this is what it looks like, But I didn't tell anybody that I was trolling them. I just did it in a way that, like, even Eddie,
Yeah.
until I told him, he's like, man, he thought I was serious about this whole Dogecoin, about being serious about it.
I thought it was Dogecoin.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah,
Obviously,
well,
I pronounced it wrong.
I had to learn myself. But let's see, where am I at right now on it? But every day I lose money. So right now, I invested $300, by the way, and so I'm at 273.
Well, it just went down 2 cents.
It's going down as we speak. But I want what I'm trying to illustrate for my audience, or for my my social media page, is do your research. Don't just dive into it, right? And that's exactly what we all three have done. Where I've bought this, I bought that, and so we've all done.
I bought Ripple.
Ripple.
Oh, well, no. I'm not talking just cryptocurrency. Yeah, that's funny.
I don't want to talk about it.
But hey, I know
Learning
that you-
experiences. It's all good. It's all good. It's
I
all good.
remember one time you said you were so sad about Bitcoin at 15K. I remember 15K. And then I'm like, okay, it's 15K now. I remember telling you that. Did you get rid of
I
Bitcoin?
pulled out, yeah,
When?
right when I got my money back.
Oh, you broke even.
And then a month later, it went up to 39,000.
Yeah. Okay. So I pulled out at 31,000. So so even I pulled out early.
At least someone's pulling out.
Better than pulling out late. but I was like, I've always been told as long as you make a profit, you're okay.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing. But yeah, so that's crazy. I mean,
Yeah, that's another thing that I'm saying, like where you just kind of do it and then you just kind of leave it.
yep. Yeah. No, you have to. It's one of those things you have
tough.
to look away from some things. And another thing, though, I want to go back to, just who you are as a person. You and I both are introverts. And we have both been in this thing where we're all of a sudden in the eye of a lot of people, and we have to adapt. Like, we are the minority where we have to learn how to appear like we're not introverts.
Yeah. it's
So
hard.
yeah, I want to know. I mean, I just, because you and I relate to that, what is that like for people who can't relate? Because there's a lot of people that are, that are amiable, that are, outgoing. They want to be
Comes
the life of the
natural,
party. Yeah,
yeah.
it comes natural, and they don't understand people like us that just at the end of the day we just need to charge our battery because I've seen too many people. Explain it.
For me, it's just more like I walk in, I don't know anybody. I got to read the room to kind of feel the vibe. And if I feel like these people are the kind of people that I can vibe with, then my shell starts coming out a little bit, and then I start like, you know, coming out with people. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you guys. The first time that we did this podcast, I was definitely like on edge. I didn't even know how the podcast was gonna be. I didn't even know if you guys were trying to be more professional. So I was a little bit more of a square the first time.
I'm always a square.
Yeah.
So now I feel a little bit more comfortable, especially because I feel like I know you guys a lot more. I mean, you guys been coming to me for haircuts for like over
Loyal
a year.
customers.
And we always
Wow.
you know, talk. So like definitely feel a lot more comfortable around you guys. So like if anyone hasn't seen the first episode with me, like you'll see the difference.
Night
like,
and day,
I'm
right? Night
just
and
like,
day.
yeah, like, yeah.
I was still impressed though with, you know, all of I remember your trophies and everything. I mean, God, it's just the same. It's the same Trippy Barber, but it's just you're adding on. It's just
Evolving.
you're higher up on that mountain, you know. But still,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I get anxiety, like hardcore anxiety, trying to be social, but I mean, honestly, a few drinks and then.
That's what we got the Trulies.
I mean, the first episode too, I was pregnant, so I wasn't drinking. Maybe that's also why I was kind of a square. I don't know. I guess we'll never know.
Yeah. No, but that's good. I mean, you opened up more.
You're still VIP for us. No matter how square, no matter how 90-degree angle that square is.
No, but it's
Sharp edges.
It's cool though, because one thing you said to me too while I was getting my haircut one time, that you're trying to work on that this year while you were doing more TikTok videos, like that one where when you're trying to check out if the lineup is straight. I was laughing. I was like, yo, that is funny. That's good. No, that was
all
really
the
good.
way out.
Honestly, I don't consider myself a funny person. My husband doesn't really think I'm that funny.
I heard it.
But yeah, I definitely, it was, you know, another fuck it moment. So it's like, there's a lot of things that I want to do. And I was like, you know what? Like, even though like I'm really shy about it, doing videos. But I kind of want to do a little bit more of that. So
That is funny as hell.
No, yeah, you should definitely do it. I think that's
comedy.
Yeah, it's if you have a good skit and just act it out. I think it's that last one was like I said, I was just laughing so hard. It was a good one, definitely. So I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm on the talk too, but I don't do any of those things though. I'm a square.
You know, we talk about doing skits all the time.
We do, but we just never do it.
Well,
hey, fuck it. You just do
right?
it.
y'all need to be on that level of fuck it, that
yeah.
fuck it level, that fuck it
Yeah.
mindset.
No, we need to do it. Yeah. No, that's.
I mean,
wild.
even, honestly, like ask my friends, like even when it comes to like just hanging out and they're like, take this shot. And I'm like, fuck it.
That's how it is. That's really how it is. So 2020, aside from just being in quarantine and all that, like what can you say were some like really, like I said, thoughtful like lessons that you picked up from that year? Like if anything, you go back and be like, damn, like even regardless if we were just kind of like, being low key, this is what I got from it. I'm gonna hit 2021 just like a wrecking ball, just go from there.
So I've actually never worked in anything else other than cutting hair.
Yeah.
I've never had any other job other than like cutting hair. I mean, I guess other than like teaching at Snow Isle Tech cosmetology, but that still has to do with hair.
Yeah.
So like it's always just been hair. During quarantine, I had such bad anxiety about not making money, and I was pregnant and I was about to have a baby in like a few weeks. So I applied to Walmart.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. How was that? How was that transitioning? Yeah, but I mean, you were getting your money regardless. So
and insurance, right?
Huh?
Do they give insurance?
What do you mean?
Provide insurance.
Oh, no, so you got to work there a certain amount of time to get insurance. But so I worked at Walmart for 3 weeks because that's all I could handle. I quit. But like, I worked there and I was just like, well, I need to be doing something. I need to pay the bills for the shop because I had money saved, but that money was for the baby.
Yeah.
So I was like, how am I going to pay for the shop bills? I don't want to lose the shop. So my priority was paying for the shop. That's why I got a job at Walmart. And I only lasted about 3 weeks. Honestly, it was the worst thing in my life.
What
Honestly,
was
if I don't believe in hell, but if hell was real to me, I feel like working at Walmart would be my hell.
Damn.
Wow.
That's how bad it was. It was like that.
Wow.
And it definitely humbled me in the sense where it's like, damn, I really do have it good where, cutting hair and, being my own boss. And I do give a lot of props to the people that work at Walmart because they take so much shit from people, just shoppers in general.
Yeah.
Just so much
Yeah,
shit.
people are dicks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for
I
sure.
had to hold my tongue so many times working there. It was ridiculous.
She wanted to.
Like, I wish I could just karate chop people in the throat all the time, Like,
Yeah, throat punch a few.
yeah, just slap somebody.
Yeah.
Slap a hoe.
Wow. It seems like people, at Walmart think, it's like you get the people that they already hate their lives, right? And then they think that, and they want to take it out on somebody, and they think it's appropriate at Walmart.
It's kind of like your little situation at Winco. That's my favorite story from you.
Guys, shop at Target. Don't go to Walmart.
Oh, I love Target. but your little incident at Winco, I don't know if we ever recounted that story here on the pod, but that was
I
Winco.
did. I think it was. I told it when Daya and I. Were
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
that's right.
episode.
That's right. Yeah.
It was. It was so stupid. I mean, it just proved that I still have a short temper. Like, I've been through so much counseling. I have so much counseling. I've spent so many hours with my counselor that I'm like, I got this thing down until somebody fucked with me one day. And then I just realized
I started twitching a little bit. You know?
it was bad. He cut in front of me. You were doing, the line where the husband's in one line and the wife's in the other one. I'm like, hey, fucking, you can't do that shit. Like pick a fucking line. And then I eventually tell him, wait for me out in the parking lot. And then he's telling me, he's pointing at all the cameras. Like, I don't care. Just wait for me. Wait for me. Wait for me. And then my wife, she even like stood in front of me, where she's like,
it was real.
like pushing me back. And she was right. He was old. she didn't let me get away with that one.
Oh, damn.
But anyway, I came out in the parking lot and I was looking for him. And I was like, God, I don't want to go to jail. And this is going to suck because I'm going to lose my job. I'm going to, I'm thinking about all this stuff.
It wasn't
I'm
worth
not
it.
going to back down.
Yeah.
So he was gone. He was gone.
Good thing, though. Good thing. Yeah. Because we wouldn't want to see you in jail, man.
But it is. I mean, imagine being on the retail end of it where you have to. There was one time I worked at a big box store too, and this guy came in one day and he goes, "Hey, you there?" And I've got a few stories actually. I'm like, "Yeah, what's going on?" He goes, "Hey, I am a stockholder with your company, and I would like you to clean this entrance up a little bit."
Whoa.
I'm like, fuck
Just
you.
like that?
Yeah. Of course, I didn't say that. Of course, I'm playing retail brand.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. Hey, is this good? But you're just like, what the fuck is this about?
I don't know.
Retail is different.
Yeah, I can imagine. I've never worked retail, but I can just imagine because you see that shit like firsthand from like a different perspective. Like, damn,
It was definitely
People degrade you.
that's fucking nuts.
Yeah, no, definitely. After working there, it changed my mindset, and it really this is exactly why I took on the salon. Working at Walmart made me take on the salon. Working at Walmart made me take on microblading.
It gave you that push. It lit that fire.
Because I was like, you know what? Like, I don't ever want to do this again. Ever.
That's
some real shit though.
It's not I'm saying like people that work there, like they I don't know, like they're patient,
Yeah.
Like you must be a patient person.
No, for sure.
Like I wanted to choke people out. Like there's one time, like I was huge. I was pregnant.
Have you ever choked anybody out?
No.
I want to see that shit.
I don't know. Maybe ask my husband. I'm just kidding.
Got the
He likes it.
balls gag and everything.
Hey, but there'll always be a first. There will be a first. Trust me.
But like for example, like there was this instance where when I was working at Walmart, I was huge. I was 6 months pregnant. Like my belly was huge.
Yeah.
And I was stocking some stuff in like the toilet paper aisle, and I didn't have a ladder. Like they told me don't get on a ladder. So I was like, all right, that's good for me, like I don't have to get on a ladder because obviously that's not good for them if I fall off.
Yeah.
And I was just stocking some stuff in the bottom shelf in the toilet paper aisle, and some lady comes over. And she's like jumping, trying to get some like toilet paper off of a top rack. And then she looks at me and she's like, "Can you get that down for me?" And I'm just like, I can't, but let me wait on a second and I can get someone for you that can.
Yeah.
And she's like, if you can't get it down for me, then just say so.
Whoa.
And then she like just keeps jumping up trying to get it. But like the way she said it to me, I'm like, lady, do you not see my big belly? Like, do you not see I don't have a ladder? Did you expect me to jump up and get it? Like, oh my God. Honestly, like my blood was
You wanted to throw the hands right there, huh?
I honestly, like, I walked away.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Like, if this lady throws a complaint and they come and talk to me, I'm gonna quit right then and there.
Yeah.
But I mean, no one came and said anything. But like, either way, I was heated.
Yep. Wow. Yep. No, I worked retail for 6 years, and I have a lot of stories like that. But I also had some funny ones too. So I worked at a hardware store, and there was this old man that came in, and he says. He came in with his wife, and we're in the plumbing department. He says, "Hey, young man, can you help me with a toilet? And can you help me with a toilet that has the water level that's actually lower than, than the normal level?" I'm like, no, the only thing we have are the seats that you can boost up, And he goes, "Well, you know why I need that? Because my balls are like, they seep in like tea." They dip in the water. When you're taking a shit, you don't want your balls.
Damn, dude, you must have get that checked out. Holy fuck, dude.
Damn.
That's a problem.
His balls touching
And
the
his
water.
wife, of course, is just like, "Oh, Harold." But I mean, I talked him into getting the seat with the booster, but that's all I could do.
Give that extra
Sorry, old
elevation
man.
up a little bit. Damn.
But I'm getting older, and I know what he's starting to talk about.
Yo, man, I don't want to get old, bro. Fuck that. That sounds just like painful. That's painful, dude. Fuck that, dude. That's
But I
crazy.
mean, that's what retail is. And I love your analogy of calling it hell. That's literally, if it's not hell, it's purgatory.
I don't know.
That is wild, though. But man, yeah, I could see that being, like you said, extra motivation to push you to just opening up this second salon here, and it makes total sense because, like you said, it's kind of almost kind of saying like you want to be, in control, and you want to be in control of your own destiny to where you want to be the call the shots and all that stuff. And I think a lot of people should have that mentality to where, I mean, it's nothing wrong to saying like people that work a 9 to 5 is wrong or nothing like that. That's suitable for them, right?
Yeah.
But you definitely want to look at the bigger picture and be the one like, opening up your own business. And that's kind of like things me and Brett talk about too. Like, eventually that's kind of the route we want to take someday, and, not be following this pattern of doing a 9 to 5,
And that's the thing, like you said, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I feel like if someone is comfortable with their lifestyle, if someone is okay with what they're doing and they feel comfortable about it and they're not telling themselves, I wish I wanted more, I wish I could do more. If that's what they want, then there's nothing wrong with that.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But if you're telling yourself, I need to do more, I wish I could do this, I wish I could do that, then do it.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like, stop moping around, like, do it.
And if that is that
Fuck
one,
it.
like, is that one
Fuck
thing?
it.
Is that one thing you do tell like a lot of people that that have come across you, and actually ask you for advice or whatever? Because I see like the first couple of times when I was waiting to get my haircut, like there's a lot of people that come through the doors that are like either aspiring artists, like a couple of people like you give them pointers like on what to do with their social media and stuff like that to help their game out, and help their following and stuff like that. So I mean, if it's one thing, I mean. Does that happen usually like a lot where a lot of people come out, reach out to you and ask you for advice since they see like what you're doing with your own end of the stuff?
It's not necessarily that they come and ask me for advice. It's more like we just have a conversation and then something comes up about them wanting to do something. And I'm just like, well, why not? Like, do it. And they're like, oh, but this, but that. And I'm just like, don't think about that. Like, take things one step at a time. What is the first thing you can do that's the easiest? Do that. And then work your way up from there.
For sure.
Like, for example, I had this one client, like, he was in the military and he got transferred to Italy, so he's not here anymore.
Oh, wow.
But when he was here, he's like, oh, later on, like, when I get out of the military, I want to come back to Washington and open up a food truck. And I was like, well, like, why don't you do it? And he's like, well, I don't know if I want to do it. I'm just like, why not? And he's like, well, I don't know. And I'm just like, well, the first thing to do is get your license, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the first step. He's like, yeah, but I'm not ready to open up a restaurant or a food truck. And I'm like, well, when you do the first step or the first thing to make something come true is it will push you to actually do it.
Yeah.
So he was like contemplating about it. He's like, I don't know. And then 2 weeks later, he comes back for a haircut. He's like, you know what? I already got my business license for the food truck. And I was like, great. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm not ready to open it yet, but like, I feel so much more motivated to do it now.
It's that first step. It's always that first
And
step.
like,
That's always
even
the
though
hardest.
he already got transferred to Italy, who is to say in a few years he'll come back and then he'll be ready to open that food truck, and he'll already have that license. So like the fact that he already has his license will like make him think like, I need to do it. I need to do it.
The seed is planted, and now he just
Exactly.
has to watch it grow.
And that's all you got to do. You got to take that first step.
Yep.
And then if you don't want to do it after that, then did you really want to do it? And that's fine. If you leave it, then leave it. You know what I mean? But if you really want to do something, take that first step, and then you go on from there.
For sure. Damn.
You know what's
real
crazy
game.
about that?
Real game.
And like I'm getting into crypto myself, and I was joking earlier about the Doge, but I found this mentor that's really working with me, knows about staking, mining, the whole thing, right? And it's talking about real crypto versus shit coins such as Doge, and it was so funny because here he is, he's like helping me. I've got a hard wallet, I've got everything ready to go, and all this. And little did I know, I was actually, by him inspiring me to get into it and get more invested into it, that was inspiring him to invest even more into it. And so he just sent me this text, and he's like, fuck it, I'm going 15K on this one, and I'm like, that's amazing. That's amazing.
You know what's funny is that it happens to me sometimes too, where like I'm like over here trying to inspire somebody, and then I start saying things, and I'm like, wait, I should be saying that to me.
Isn't that always hard?
So like, if you're gonna be telling someone something, you gotta be about it. You
For
can't
sure.
be talking about something that you don't do yourselves. Like, I know there's a lot of people out there that give really great advice, but ask yourself this: do you even take your own advice?
They're called life coaches.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes you gotta take your own advice, and sometimes like I do, and don't get me wrong, I do that sometimes. I'm like I'm telling someone you need to do this, and then I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I need to do that.
Yeah. No, but it takes, you have to take it from a person that's actually like doing something and actually, delivering, what is it? Real life results.
Being
Like
in a
with you,
position to mentor.
exactly. So like with you, and this is me being real, like, the circle that you have around you, and we would like to think like we're a part of, you're a part of our circle in the sense of like you influence us, like motivate us to where like we need to step our game up, you know what I'm saying? So that's why we try to invest, like, with new equipment, learning more on the editing tip, the audio,
The skits.
the
Like that
skits.
skit
Yes.
where I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. So that motivates us to do that now too, to really say, fuck it, let's just go ahead and do it. But it's, I think you have to think like you have to have the right people around you to help you, push you to that. And I feel like the squad that you have around you, it's solid. I mean, we were talking about Bree, Guada, you. I mean, shout out to everybody just that we met through this whole journey. It's awesome to see that, and just to help push us like even further, and just support each other. And I think that's so important. That's like the most important thing. Mm-hmm. And I can just say that definitely like with you, like we see the progress being made, and we look at it like, damn, dude, she's about her shit. Like that's you're taking it just head on. So,
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's times where I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with my life?
for sure. No, I bet, definitely.
There is definitely a lot of times where I'm like, what am I doing? Like, am I even doing anything? And then I realize I'm like, wait, I've done a lot. Mm-hmm. But I mean, there's times where you have those moments, and maybe some people might see that, I have it all. I don't.
Yeah. That's real. No, you're being real.
I really don't. I don't have it all. I mean, shit. Like, there's a lot of things that have happened. There's just, just move forward. Like, I don't know. I don't see myself as like a successful person. I know a lot of people might not think that. For me, success is overall like happiness and having a great family, like unity, and work wise, I guess too. It's success doesn't just mean income.
Yeah. That's perfect.
For me, like I have a little bit of problems where I like feel down a lot sometimes. So I'm working on that.
Yeah.
And I feel like once I can really achieve like true self happiness, like maybe I'll feel like I'll have success,
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things that come into account when it comes to success. But yeah, like money.
One thing that I've noticed in my own journey is that, I came from humble beginnings. We were dirt poor growing up. I remember we had a car called a Hyundai XL, a Hyundai before people knew what a Hyundai was. These things were built to last for 3 years, and they were literally built to be disposable. And it was a 1986 Hyundai XL, and we drove that thing until it literally could not run. I mean, it fell apart driving. But anyway, I mean, we were and I remember like we were on food stamps when food stamps were still food stamps, where you went into with the book of stamps. Now they have you with the EBT card and at least you have a little bit of dignity. But I remember the peanut butter, it was the private label where it was the white label, and you come from that type of background, and you grow and you appreciate. And I remember being poor, thinking, I just want to be rich. I just want to be rich. And now all of a sudden I'm making a lot more money than I've ever made. And I'm like, damn, the money's not making me happy. Yeah. It's my family. It's these experiences where we get to meet you, teaming up with Eddie, just like the shit that we do and the people that we get to meet. I'm like, this is happiness. Yeah. It's not the money. The money, like that's why the character I love the most is in Batman with Heath Ledger's Joker, where he took the whole pile of money
and burned it.
Everybody wants it, and he lit it all on fire.
This is how I see it. Like when people have a happy family and they have self-love, everything else comes with it, which means money. Because when you're happy and you're happy with yourself and you're happy with what you're doing and everything around you is going well, business is going to go well with it as well. For sure. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, why are people successful is because they're able to make everything else around them successful. I mean, obviously there's people that like beat people down to be successful, which is another route to become successful, but are they happy? Probably not.
Yeah. And you really can't consider that success because they have to live with themselves. They know what they're doing, and I think that's self-torment. I really do. I don't think those people are genuinely happy.
No, of course not. Yeah, they have money, but they're not happy. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I lost my train of thought.
That's all good. It's all good.
Too many trulies.
Too many truly.
I just want to invest $300 more in Doge.
You're all checking your phone, make sure you lose more money.
As soon as I lose it, I'm investing more.
All right. So from coming from the last episode till now, I think we asked in the last one. I don't remember correctly. Where do you see all of this taking you in, like, let's say, just throw a ballpark number in like 2 to 3 years? Like, where would you want to see yourself at that point?
I haven't really thought that far ahead.
It's good not to think hard ahead, but it's just one of those questions, like,
because that's a little too soon for me. But I see myself still having the salon and the barbershop and it running well. Maybe already making plans, trying to open up a school. I don't know.
Damn. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, Dan.
I mean, a school is definitely going to be really hard to do, I think, but I'm willing to do it, because that's what I want. I don't know. School can be 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, the sooner the better for me, but
yeah.
I mean, that's the plan, right? The sooner the better.
Yeah. And I noticed too on your story, I saw that you're gonna go deep on the coloring for men's hair too. That right? You're gonna really try to go on that wave because I guess it's really popping now, right?
Oh yeah. There's all the artists are doing it. All the famous people are doing it. They're coloring their hair crazy colors.
Oh, Brett, you're up next. You need to color your hair.
My wife told me let my hair grow out a little bit, and she goes, "You need to get a haircut. There's way too much gray in there." She tells me I need to and she told me I need to color my hair. She asked me to color my hair.
Be like, okay, I'm gonna color your hair. Come back with green hair.
do it for money. That'll be awesome.
I tell you what, we ever get this thing popping where this podcast can pay for itself, and I don't have to go to a job.
Oh yeah, that's the dream.
going
That's the
green.
goal, baby.
I'm going green.
I'm going green.
Do you feel like we've reached our landing point here, Brett?
Just let everybody know where they can reach you on social media, and also for people who are in Everett, whether they're male, female, whatever they want to do, where they can get in touch and connect with you.
So my Instagram is Trippy Barber, and our business name is Elev8ed Hair Lounge, elevated with an 8. And we are in Everett, 7318 Evergreen Way, Suite 102 and 104. 102 is the barbershop, 104 is the hair salon.
There you go. Come get your fades and all that.
And this
Come
is
catch
all-
a fade.
Yeah.
I've caught a few.
Same
And
here,
then
same
also go on Booksy, right?
Yep, Booksy for the barbershop, the hair salon. You just got to call to book an appointment or walk in.
Excellent.
Dope.
Excellent.
We're going to wrap this episode up. Thank you again for letting us do this here at your lovely new salon. We wish you much success, of course, and congrats again for opening this new venture here. But for everybody that wants to check out the episode where we first had Milca on, you can go to all major streaming platforms and YouTube. Just search up the Twitch podcast. But that's it for this one. We'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.